Welcome to Weingut Gindorf, and welcome to the virtual tasting of our 2019 cuvée, Maya. And with us today is...
Maya.
Hi, Maya. How are you?
I am doing great.
Fantastic. Tomorrow is your birthday. How old are you going to be?
I'm going to be 10 already.
10 already? Wow, pretty soon you'll be driving.
I don't think I'll be great at driving.
So listen, last year we talked to you, and that was the first year that you had your own wine.
Mm-hmm.
How has your life changed since becoming a superstar of the wine world?
Well, I didn't really become a superstar, but it's been the same, just a new wine. That's all that's changed.
And how has your life changed because of coronavirus?
Lots of things has changed.
Like what?
Lots of homework, lots of stress in school, and it's even more boring now.
So now the weather is getting nicer and you can play outside. So what kind of things are you looking forward to doing outside in the nice weather?
Well, what I'm looking for is maybe in summer I can go swimming in my pool, because that was the best thing that happens in summer.
Fantastic. How about bike riding?
I would also like to do that one time.
Very cool.
Which I'm the fastest one in the group.
That's
zoom,
great.
Zoom!
So last year you showed us some art that you were working on. Have you been working on anything this year?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So I've been working on another version of a game character.
It looks
and
like you're still
working on it.
Yeah, but it's coming along great. Well, Maya, thanks for joining us today.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we've met Maya, let's go ahead and get to know Maya's wine. So a cuvée is really any wine that's been blended. So I can take one particular varietal, a Riesling for example, from different vineyards and blend it together, or from different vintages and blend it together, or I can take different types of grapes, different grape varietals, and blend them together. And that's what we've got with our Maya cuvée. About 85% Weißburgunder or Pinot Blanc, about 10% Grauburgunder or Pinot Gris, and about 5% Riesling. And here we are in our Weißburgunder vineyard. This area is known as the Maringer Klosterberg. We're just behind the cloister at Siebenborn in Maring. Now, Weißburgunder is very well known as a grape that produces very mild wines, but very, very fruity wines. So we're looking for apple characteristics, peach characteristics, but also very floral notes. But above all, Weißburgunder is known as producing a very mild wine with very little acidity. And because of that, for this particular cuvée, we're looking for that acidity that you would expect from a classic Mosel wine. And we find it not much more than 5 meters down the road here in the vineyard. Now, you'll notice that these two parcels share one terroir. That's talking about the positioning relative to the sun, the amount of air that comes through here, the heat that you can expect during the growing season, and the access to water. So these are really two varietals with one terroir. And here we are in a Riesling parcel. Now from the Riesling in this particular cuvée, we're really looking for that acidity, that freshness, especially on the finish of this wine that keeps you wanting to come back for more. The Riesling is also going to give us some apple notes, and Mosel Riesling is going to give us some tropical fruit notes, some mango, some pineapple. But primarily we're looking for acidity from the Riesling. That's what it's going to bring to this particular cuvée. Now let's look at the last varietal. Let's go up and check out the Grauburgunder. So here we are in the Grauburgunder, in the Pinot Gris, also known as Pinot Grigio. It shares the same terroir as the other two varietals that we were just talking about. We're a little bit higher on the hill here, but they're only about 300 meters away. Now the Grauburgunder, where the Weißburgunder is really known for its elegance, The Grauburgunder is known a little bit more for its power. So the Grauburgunder is going to give us this feeling of fullness across the mid-palate, very aligned in terms of fruit profile. Burgunder, Grauburgunder, Weißburgunder are really cousins in terms of their ancestry. So all three of the varietals are going to come together to have a very kind of harmonized fruit profile. We expect the elegance from the Weißburgunder, the feeling of fullness and power through the mid-palate from the Grauburgunder, and last but not least, that fresh acidic finish from the Riesling, all of which should combine to produce a very enticing cuvée. Welcome to the Tasting Cellar here at Weingut Gindorf, and now it's time to taste the 2019 vintage of the Maya Cuvée. And the first thing you notice is the color, a perfectly clear wine, a light straw fading just ever so slightly towards goldenrod on the edges. On the nose of this wine, really a fruit-forward wine. You get that kind of green apple that dominates yellow stone fruit. A nice kind of a jasmine floral component to that. So a really beautiful bouquet on this cuvée. And on the palate, super mouthfeel. A lot of green apple that carries through with that acidity that you would expect from green apple. Kind of a honeysuckle that goes on in there, and just a little hint of pineapple coming through from the Riesling. A really elegant wine with that fullness across the mid-palate and the kind of racy acidity that is brought in from the Riesling, but with the beating heart of that 85% Weißburgunder. So really, I think a cuvée that shines a spotlight on all three varietals that are in there, but really works as a whole, as a really nice integrated wine. So that's the 2019 vintage of the Maya Cuvée. Until next time, thanks for joining us here at Weingut Gindorf in Lieser on the Mosel. Welcome to Weingut Gindorf, and welcome to the virtual tasting of the Maya. And with us today is
Maya! Hier eine große, lange pause again.
And now that we've met Maya, let's go meet the Maya wine.
Wait, how do you meet a wine? That's a blooper.